Zion Williams, the 6'6", 19 years old, 284-pound freak. I've been following him since he was 14 years old. He's the most exciting player. I mean, you can even argue on the planet right now. When he was playing for Duke, we all know that shoot exploded on him because of the violence that he uses when he jumps off the court. A player that comes to mind is Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp was 6'10", the most exciting, exhilarating dunker of the 90s, in my opinion, or at least one of them. But he was 50 pounds lighter than Zion. 50 pounds. Zion is 6'6". The next player I'm thinking about is Blake Griffin. He could be a Blake Griffin type player, and if he practices, he could have a better shot, and maybe even a similar or better future. So another player is Larry Johnson, that had a big hype up front, and then kind of dwindled at the end. But for my money, I think the closest player is Charles Barkley. Big bulky. Charles Barkley was 250. Zion is still 30 pounds over Charles Barkley, but at least they're the same size, 6'6". So people try to put Zion in a box, but you can't. How do you categorize for something that there's no precedent for? There's no player that you can compare exactly like Zion. So in order to understand some of the challenges that he's going to have to face on the long road to recovery and full health, you're going to have to understand some of the steps on that road and some of the challenges. Dr. J is going to help us break it down.
Break it down, break it down, break it down. Break it down. Shoo.
Welcome to Zion's knee class. So let's go over his injury and why he got injured. So we all know he has a meniscus tear, or had. There's two meniscus. There's a medial, there's a lateral. One's on the inside, one's on the outside. If you get a tear, there's two zones. There's a white zone, no blood supply. Red zone on the outside, where you have blood vessels, it's easier to heal. So that area is usually 6 to 8 weeks. So what happens? Zion jumps for a living. The meniscus is what helps us to jump and rotate, and our knee doesn't buckle and it's not bone on bone. So what happens is he jumps all the time, right? But when he comes down from blocking, from shooting, from doing a layup, he comes down and immediately turns, right? He has players all around him. So that's why this is probably the most important cartilage in his body for what he does. So basically now we have to figure out why he's so prone to this injury. What causes this to tear?
Dr. J.
Yeah.
Sometimes when a young player reaches the professional level, an example that comes to mind is actually Lonzo Ball. They reached the NBA and they need to change the way they do things all of a sudden. So Lonzo Ball had to change his shot. It turns out that it wasn't a quick enough release. They forced him to change it, and he did. Mm-hmm. And the reason I bring that up is because I anticipate Zion having to go through the exact same kind of change. How does that go for him? What's that process for him?
So it's always hard when you've been an athlete your whole life and you've been playing the same sport in the same position to just change something that made you get to that point. Right? With Zion, some say he's too heavy, right? So would losing weight help him? Maybe, but what if it doesn't? What if we have to work more on his mechanics? And so with changing his foot position, landing a little bit easier, working on his decelerating muscles to kind of take the load when he comes down, or strengthen how he goes up in a different sense. Look at his feet. Look at the way he falls. Maybe he's caving a little bit into the arch of his foot, creating more stress. Stuff like that is what I would, which I'm sure they're already doing, kind of recommend.
Yeah, no, they're recommending that. I mean, the league is kind of mixed. There's half the people are saying you should lose the weight, half the people are you shouldn't lose the weight. I think.
But look at Shaq.
Yeah.
Look at
and Charles Barkley.
Look at people in the past.
That did it.
Yeah, or take it the other route. There's some people in there that are so stick thin and they're 7 feet tall, and people could argue the exact same thing, but in an opposite way of they don't have enough muscle mass. Yeah.
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, their tendons are too long. They don't have enough muscle mass to hold in all the power. It can go. You have to realize they have enough resource now with the trainers, the PTs, the surgeons, all these people, coaches,
Yeah, that makes sense.
that I think they can get away with messing with the biomechanics a little bit and helping them out.
How hard is that? How hard is it to, all of a sudden, your jumping has to change. All of a sudden, when you land has to change. These are things that you have to be conscious of in the game.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. Even us as chiropractors, we do a lot of training with the brain, not just what you know as rehab. We actually change, your reflexes, your eye tracking, the reception from your skin to your brain. There's so many things they do nowadays to help with that, to help with habits, like breaking habits, breaking a motion that you're used to.
All right. So lots of question marks in the future for Zion to come. What do you want to end with?
How about you comment below? Tell us what you think. Will he have another injury?
Yeah, I mean, if he flops, not flops, but if he get injured and he doesn't make it a long career that we all want him to have, I mean, it'll be devastating. So, no, but you heard the lady. Go subscribe, like, comment below.
Yes, please.
Let us know what you guys think.
Show the love.
We might pick a topic and talk about it. Who knows?